Alright lads, so this morning we got the official confirmation of the bonus list for the Yuha Baha epic raid that will be happening tomorrow or the day after, depending when I do upload this. It's coming out on the 30th. Now, obviously I'm very excited for this to get my hands on the Yuha pair. It's going to be fun to go against Yuha too, but in this video, we're here to talk about the bonus characters, because this is a new epic raid, and therefore the list of characters here that are bonuses, therefore mean these are characters that are set to return and be available in some way, shape, or form in any type of banner within the month of October. So any character you see here, lads, is returning, and to make it easier, we've broken it down in a very simple format. So on your screen right now is characters that are set to return in the month of October in the banners that should be happening. So what we can see from the top is the obviously 1000 Year Blood War round 16 banner featuring Ichigo, Uryu, and also Chad. That's going to be happening at the end of the month, and that banner will last the entire month. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess in this case, is that every character in that banner, besides obviously the 3 new characters, none of them are bonuses in this upcoming Yuha epic raid. So that means you're not going to be able to use them in epic raids, and it also means that if you are putting on the main banner, this particular banner, and you have no bonuses, the only bonus characters you can actually get are going to be the 3 main characters. However, when you start to look at some of the individual banners, that's when we start seeing some other characters here. As we can see in Uryu's individual banner, we do have, of course, Uryu, but we also have Tsukishima returning and also Stark, and both of those characters are bonuses. Same goes for selection number 2 with Ichigo. Ichigo is going to be there with another Ichigo, that being the Spirit Society one, and also Moe. This is something that we are starting to see. I believe it started maybe a month or 2 ago, where arena characters are, because we're not getting any more arena banners, they're starting to return in fillers like this, and this is good because the arena characters are actually pretty good premium characters for the most part, and I actually really do want him to play with him in arena, but at the same time it also means that we're going to have more better premium bonuses in epic raids, because again, Moe and also Tsukishima can do a lot of damage, so it's really nice to see them return on this particular banner with those 1000 Year Blood War characters, but also see them as bonuses for this upcoming Yuha epic raids. And then for Chad in his banner, of course it's himself, and also himself once more, the Spirit Society Chad. So not too bad. Those are your returning banners and returning characters for the 1000 Year Blood War banner. Now alongside that, of course, as we saw with the 25% bonuses, as you can see here, we have the Momo, we have the Isane, and also the Neliel. So that of course means that the swimsuit banner is set to return in this month for October. Now I am going to mention it again, and I will mention it in its own separate video when this banner does happen. Don't summon on this. Do not spend your orbs on the swimsuit rerun banner. Very simple, and reason why. These 3 characters are good enough and obviously pretty enough to be in the end of year post selection alongside some other great premium and seasonal characters, mainly 7th anniversary characters. So because of that, if you're going to summon for them, you're better off summoning on the post-selection banner. I myself only own Momo from that particular banner. I really want Isane, and I really want the Nelio, and I also want dupes of Momo. And for that banner, I'll be doing 0 steps. Maybe just the first discounted step. And I'm going to wait for end of year post-selection to try and get my hands on those characters at that point. However, if for those wondering what other characters might be in that banner, of course it's going to be a full swimsuit banner. So we can probably expect characters like Swimsuit Rukia, Swimsuit Retu to appear there, and then some of the other characters from the year prior, such as Nemu, Halibel, and also Apache, and then maybe some older characters like Yoruichi, Kukaku, and or Orihime. We don't know the full filler list, but it's pretty much certain that entire banner is just going to be swimsuit characters, so again I recommend to save for post-selection if you do want any of these characters. After that, we then of course did see that Spirits, Arthur, Uki, Apache, and also Retu are bonus characters. Unfortunately in the 25% bonus list, would have been really cool to see them in the 50% so they do more damage, because, you know, Retsu and Kenny go crazy in ER, especially Retsu. I'm personally still probably going to use her there, but yeah, she's only a 25% bonus for this current epic rates, which isn't really that big of a deal, but just thought I'd mention it. So of course, because they are there alongside Saruchi, as we do know, we get a Spirits Arthur LU rerun banner every single month, so that means these 2 characters here are going to return in their own banner, a rerun banner dedicated to themselves. The last time I believe we saw them return was right before the anniversary in July, so this is kind of expected. Alongside that, we're going to have other novel characters such as Saruchi, and since Saruchi's here, it might also have Dodoni and also Charlotte. That's unconfirmed because they could put, you know, just her and not the other characters, but if she's there, it's very likely that Charlotte and Dodoni are going to follow alongside them. We don't know any other filler other than that, but as always, Spirits of every banners only include novel characters, so there's a possibility of us getting more Calmfield characters, or maybe even another Safri round thrown in there too, like round 1, like they did last time when this banner did return. Now again, I'll probably mention it when the banner does get announced so more people are aware. I'd recommend probably skipping that banner banner for the main purpose is that they are about to hit 1 year old, and because of that, that means there's a possibility that they might show up in a new Safui banner. There's a possibility that the next round of Spirits Are Forever You is going to be, 2 Beyond Bankai Captains, and then the final round of Spirits Are Forever You with the last 3 Beyond Bankai Captains, assuming they don't add any more characters to that list of confirmed characters to be getting the Beyond Bankai form, is that they might be fillers here, because they're going to breach the 1 year age, just like Kisuke and Shinji were fillers in the Roka and CN banner. These characters might follow the same and be in the final Spirits Are For You banner. So I'd probably recommend maybe not go down to 0 in a banner like this and maybe wait for them to be fillers in a future Safui banner. But it comes down to if you want to summon for them. If you do, that's perfectly fine. Both of these characters are still great and definitely worth going for. But the main thing to take away from this is that this banner and also the swimsuit banner are going to be returning in October. Now, alongside that, of course, we had a bunch of other characters as bonus characters, and that therefore means they are going to return. And in this case, it's a very weird situation. We can't really tell where they are going to be. Now, what you will see here is that majority of them are actually premium characters with the exception of these 2 seasonal characters. So most of them here are probably just going to be fillers for some type of Brave Selection banner, could be a mid-month banner, could be just any other upcoming banner that's going to get announced within the next 3 or so weeks for the most part. These characters are going to be there just to fill the banner because that's what they are. They're premium characters. They aren't going to get their own banner dedicated to themselves. However, there is a chance we get a Brave Selection banner, as mentioned here, possible fillers or a focused Brave Selection banner. Because what we can see in game right now with the Grimmjow banner, for example, with Fierce Battle Gin, Karakura Abirama, the Coin Drop Iba, and also the Lunar New Year Rukia, is that we might have something similar with a banner with these 4 characters, maybe these 5 characters, with their own Brave Selection banner. Again, that's unconfirmed, but I wouldn't recommend summoning it anyway. So, for the most part, the month of October does look to have some pretty good characters returning. Again, mainly these characters right here, and a good set of premium and, seasonal arena characters, for example, are also returning. But despite these characters being great, I think most people should skip them and just wait for the banner that they're going to come back in a couple months in a better banner. Like I said, post selection is happening December 25th, December 26th, and these 3 swimsuit characters are pretty much guaranteed to be in post selection, so I think it's better to wait for that particular banner instead of going in on this one, because with the fillers, these 3 characters are going to be the only prize in that banner, whereas in post selection, if you don't get these 3 characters, you could walk away with 7th Anniversary Ichigo, 7th Anniversary Oryu, for example. And same goes for the Safui banner. It might just be these 2 characters with like old Confield characters, so I'd probably skip on that and maybe wait for them to return with new Safui characters. If that even happens, that's unconfirmed. But again, it's just something to think about. So, with that said, that's basically the video for today, breaking down the returning characters for the month of October. In the comments below, let me know who you are excited for. Maybe you are going to be summoning for these particular characters. For me, it's skipping. I'm summoning on end of month, and after that, I'm then just saving my orbs for the next new banner. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.